Good afternoon and welcome to the Assembly Committee on Commerce and Labor. Committee Secretary, will you please take roll?
Assemblymember Anderson. Carter.
Present.
Cole.
Here.
Hardy.
Here.
Howdigi.
Here.
Kasama.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Monroe Moreno.
Here.
O'Neill. Roth. Torres Fawcett. Yeager. Urick. And Chair Marzola.
Here. Welcome everyone that has joined us here in Carson City, those in Las Vegas, and anyone tuning over the internet. Today we have one bill, Assembly Bill 248. Before we get started, I would like to make a few housekeeping announcements. Members of the public may provide testimony in various ways, all of which are listed on the agenda. If you have handouts for the committee, please provide 20 copies to the committee secretary. Committee information is available on the legislature's website. You may also watch our meeting through the legislature's YouTube channel. I expect courtesy and respect in all our interactions. Finally, please remember to either turn off or silence all of your electronic devices, especially your cell phones. And with that, we will move to our first agenda item. 1 minute recess.
The committee will now come back to order. I will now open the hearing on Assembly Bill 248. Chair Marzola, when you're ready, please begin.
Thank you, Vice Chair Howdigi and members of the committee. For the record, I'm Elaine Marzola, and I represent Assembly District 21 in Clark County. I am presenting today Assembly Bill 248, which ratifies the Physical Therapy Licensure Compact. Today with me here in Carson City is Paul Klein with Tri-Strategies, and I also have on Zoom Jeff Rosa, the Managing Director of Post-Licensure Services at the Federation of State Boards of Physical Therapy, and Kelly Mae Douglas with the United States Department of Defense. Like most professions in healthcare, Nevada faces a critical shortage of quality providers and access to physical therapists. The need is particularly dire for the retired and underserved residents in the state, especially those in rural and frontier areas. Physical therapists, known as PTs, and physical therapist assistants, PTAs, help Nevadans reduce pain and gain strength, flexibility, and balance, which optimizes their function and quality of life. By enacting the Physical Therapy Licensure Compact, Assembly Bill 248 will bring high-quality PTs and PTAs to Nevada, which will assist patients and healthcare providers and improve access to high-quality care. The Interstate Compact allows a person who is licensed as a PT or PTA in a state that is a member of the compact to provide services in person in other states that are also members of the compact. Before providing such services, the compact requires a PT to meet certain requirements, including maintaining a license in good standing in another state. With your permission, Vice Chair, I would like to have Jeff Rosa provide further testimony along with Paul Klein and Kelly Mae Douglas, and once they are done, I'll go over the entirety of the bill for the committee.
Chair Marzola, was Mr. Klein going to go first or Mr. Rosa?
Mr. Rosa, please lead.
Okay, thank you very much. For the record, my name is Jeff Rosa, and I am the Compact Administrator with the Physical Therapy Compact Commission. And Chairwoman Marzola and members of the Assembly, Commerce and Labor Committee, Thank you for considering Assembly Bill 248. The PT Compact Commission is an independent governmental entity that currently consists of 38 states and the District of Columbia. Each of the states previously enacted the same legislation that you are considering today. The purpose of the PT Compact is to facilitate the interstate practice of physical therapy with the goal of improving access to physical therapy services while enhancing public protections. The Compact is an alternate pathway for physical therapy providers who meet the eligibility requirements to obtain the privilege to practice in other states within a matter of minutes instead of days, weeks, or months. Instead of a multi-state license model in which an individual licensed in one compact state can legally practice in any other compact state with no notification requirements of the remote state, under the PT Compact, when a licensee wants to work in another active compact state, which we call the remote state, the individual must purchase a compact privilege for that specific remote state. In addition to the fee charged by the Compact Commission, each state is authorized to charge an additional state fee for the purchase of a compact privilege. And that compact privilege becomes the legal authorization to practice in the remote state. Although the compact language authorizes the Commission to levy on and collect an annual assessment from each member state, since the formation of the compact back in 2016, it has never levied an annual assessment on member boards. Instead, the sales of compact privileges have been used to support the operations of the Compact Commission. The PT Compact has many benefits for Nevada, its physical therapy providers, and its citizens. These benefits include a faster, more efficient process which allows for improved access and choice of physical therapy providers for everyone, especially those in underserved areas. The process also preserves the state-based licensure system while providing an alternate mechanism for a physical therapist or physical therapist assistant to obtain the legal authority to practice in Nevada in a model that requires little cost or staffing for the state licensure board, yet still allows for the collection of fees associated with the purchase of a compact privilege. The compact also improves public protections by requiring full participation by member states in a central license and disciplinary data system, including regular reporting of disciplinary actions to the Commission, which are then automatically shared with party member states. The compact is widely supported by physical therapists and physical therapist assistants, including those who live and practice in Nevada. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today and welcome any questions the committee may have. Thank you very much.
Paul Klein, K-L-E-I-N. Just a couple things to mention locally, as you see here, is specifically for Nevada data, we have approximately 56 practitioners per 100,000 residents, which is, as you can see, below the national average of 70, and it may be actually a little lower than that now. This comes from statistics and rankings by our brilliant Legislative Council Bureau. The next thing I'll mention as the Nevada Physical Therapy Board has approved, their board has met and has approved to support this bill. And also, they've always also taken up what they would charge for the state compact fees. So this was approved in November 2023. They're saying $75 for physical therapists and $50 for physical therapist assistants, so very affordable. And then also the ability to have a state fee waiver for military veterans and spouses. And at this time, I'd like to have Ms. Kelly Douglas from the Department of Defense speak on her behalf.
Thank you. Good morning, Vice Chairwoman and members of the committee. My name is Kelly May Douglas, Kellimaydougglas, and I work for the Defense State Liaison Office within the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Personnel and Readiness. Our office works with state lawmakers and stakeholders to make policy changes to improve the well-being and readiness of our military service members and their families. On behalf of the U.S. Department of Defense and military families stationed in Nevada, I am here to provide comments in support of the policy changes expressed within Assembly Bill 248. Professional licensure has been an enduring problem for military spouses. Military spouses are a cross-section of the American population, although a greater percentage of them are in licensed occupations than their civilian counterparts, and they are significantly more mobile. The short duration of military assignments, coupled with lengthy relicensing processes, can discourage military spouses from relicensure, causing them to quit an occupation or pause their career, or for the service member to leave the military. After a decade working with states to modify licensure policy to assist military members and their spouses, we've identified occupational licensure compacts, such as the Physical Therapy Compact, as the optimal mechanism for creating true reciprocity for licensed professionals moving across state lines, while also providing embedded guardrails aimed at protecting public safety. In adopting the Physical Therapy Compact, Nevada can increase its pool of highly qualified healthcare professionals to serve the community while also supporting our military families. In closing, we're grateful for the tremendous efforts that Nevada has historically taken to support our military members and their families who sacrifice much in service to our country. We appreciate the opportunity to support the provisions reflected in AB 248 and would especially like to thank you, Chair Marzola, for spearheading this effort. Thank you.
Elaine Marzola for the record. Vice Chair, if I could now go section by section of the bill. Section 1 provides the purpose of the compact. Section 2 defines the terms used throughout the compact. Section 3 explains what requirements must be met by states that join the compact. Section 4 describes the requirements for gaining a privilege to practice. Section 5 allows active duty military personnel or their spouse to designate a home state where the individual has a current license in good standing. Section 6 explains how the compact and home and remote states will conduct and report adverse and the consequences for a PT or PTA who receives adverse actions. Section 7 establishes the Physical Therapy Compact Commission. Section 8 denotes the requirement of sharing licensing information for all compact states throughout a database. Section 9 describes the process for creating rules that will govern the compact operations. Section 10 details the oversight and enforcement of the compact by member states. Section 11 provides that the compact becomes effective on the date of the enactment in the 10th state. States that join after the adoption of the rules are subject to the rules as they exist on the date the compact becomes law in that state. It also describes the process for withdrawal from the compact and notes that amendment to the compact must be unanimous. Section 12 details the construction and severability of the compact.
Paul Klein. So ultimately, the PT Compact seeks to enhance interstate mobility for physical therapists and physical therapist assistants while also preserving the state's ability to regulate those licensees for patient safety. As Mr. Rosa said, 38 states have a active participation in the compact, with Washington, D.C. making it 39 jurisdictions. There's a map to illustrate that. And questions?
Elaine Marzola for the record. That ends our presentation and we'll stand for questions.
Thank you for presenting the bill. Members, any questions? I'm going to start with Assemblymember Torres Fawcett.
Thank you, Vice Chair, and thank you so much, Chair, for this very descriptive presentation. I really do appreciate it. Could you talk a little bit about who could apply for this? Is it limited to just military families? I know that they talked, and then we heard from the Department of Defense as well, but can you expand whether or not it's just applicable to them, or if any Nevadan would be able to apply for this license if they are a licensed physical therapist or PTA?
We're gonna have Mr. Rose answer, but I believe that anyone that has a physical therapy license and is in good standing in a state that is part of the compact can be part of the compact in other states. But if you want to confirm that, Mr. Rose.
Yes, Madam Vice Chair and Representative, that is correct. The compact is open to anyone that meets the eligibility requirement. There are just specific benefits for military spouses and active duty members on choosing flexibility in their home state, but otherwise any PT or PTA licensed in Nevada would be eligible to take advantage of the compact.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll take the rest of my questions offline.
Members, any other questions? Okay, I have a couple questions, Chair Marzola. Some of them were answered through the presentation, so thank you. But, and they're probably for Mr. Rosas. He mentioned that they charge, you can purchase a compact privilege to work across state lines, and so that's been able to fund, and he said that the home states can also charge a fee. So who would charge that fee? Would it be the board? Would it be the board charging that fee for the person who wants to practice in Nevada? And does that does that stay within the board, or does that go to the general fund?
Vice Chairwoman and members of the committee, the fee would be charged by the state board in which the person wanted to practice. So for example, if I were a PT that was licensed in Arizona and I wanted to get a compact privilege in Nevada, when I purchased the compact privilege through the compact commission, I would pay the $45 fee that the commission charges. I would pay whatever state fee the state of Nevada charges, and that fee that the state is charging goes to the state, and it would go to the state's the board's operating fund, unless your state process would have that money go someplace else. But if it would go to the same place that any of the licensure fees that the board charges goes.
Okay, thank you. And then just one more question, Chair Marzola. And it was just because he mentioned that the fee is $45, and he mentioned that that's been enough with how many compact privileges they sell to sustain the national org. How many compact privileges do you guys, or do people come and apply for a year? Like, how many physical therapists are actually moving across state lines to practice?
Vice Chairwoman and members of the committee, in 2024, we actually sold just over 12,000 compact privileges. So we've had steady growth in previous year. In 2023, we sold about 8,300. So we continue to have significant growth. And as more states become active and enact the legislation, we continue to see more individuals purchasing compact privileges.
Thank you for that. Members, any other questions? Okay, seeing none, we will move to testimony and support. We'll start in Carson City. If there's anyone wishing to testify in support, please make your way to the witness table.
Good morning, Chair and members of the committee. Areli Alarcon, spelled Areli Alarcon, with Career in Nevada on behalf of Touro University, Nevada, here in support of AB 248. Thank you.
Good morning, committee members. Paul Young on behalf of American Physical Therapy Association Nevada chapter. We're also here in support of AB 248 and thank the chair for bringing this bill. Thank you.
Anyone else in Carson City? Okay, we will make our way down to Las Vegas. Is there anyone in Las Vegas wishing to testify in support?
Should I just go ahead? Hello. Thank you for the opportunity to testify. Thank you, Chair Marzola, for bringing this to the committee. My name is Jennifer Nash, N-A-S-H. I have been a practicing physical therapist for 26 years and in Nevada practicing for 16 years. I currently serve as the secretary of the APTA Nevada, the Professional Association of Nevada, and then also the past president of the Nevada Physical Therapy Board. Additionally, I am an associate professor at UNLV in the Department of Physical Therapy, where we graduate 48 doctors of physical therapy each year. I am here in strong support of Nevada joining the Physical Therapy Compact. Our state faces a critical shortage of physical therapists, ranked 50th out of 51 in PTs per capita by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. We hope that this will take action. We can take action to retain and attract talent to ensure Nevadans have access to timely, quality rehabilitative care. The PT Compact streamlines the licensure process, reduces wait times from months to mere minutes, and decreases the fees for a license. This allows Nevada-trained physical therapists to stay and work in our state without delays and make it easier to recruit skilled professionals to fill much-needed roles, particularly in rural and underserved area. Additionally, as you heard, the compact supports military families, expands telehealth opportunities, and aligns with Nevada with the 39 other states already benefiting from this initiative. Delays in licensing should never be a barrier to patient care or workforce stability. By joining the PT Compact, Nevada can remain competitive while attracting and retaining top-tier clinicians while ensuring our residents receive the care that they need without unnecessary delays. I urge you to support Nevada's participation in the PT Compact and AB 248. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your testimony, Ms. Nash. Next testifier.
Yes, Chair and committee members, thank you. My name is Sean Ellis. I am a practicing physical therapist here in Nevada since 2011. I am also the Vice President of the Nevada chapter of the American Physical Therapy Association. As noted, the association strongly supports this bill. Professionally, I'm the market manager for Dignity Health Physical Therapy, which serves the greater Las Vegas area. And I had this speech presented, but I thought I'd just give a real world scenario really quickly on how this compact affects and how it can be so helpful to our state. I have an employee that we have to recruit out of state a lot because there's just not enough PTs in Nevada. We're competing against other states for these talented professionals. I hired someone in Ohio who had to apply into Nevada for a license. She still delayed getting her license. I had to bring her on actually and take the risk and pay her basically to not be able to practice her craft till her license comes on, to not lose that candidate. Where in this scenario where if the compact was available, I wouldn't have that stress, and that would also be more competitive against other states recruiting high talent. So for that simple reason alone, and for many others that Dr. Nash and others have presented here today, I strongly urge that this compact is long overdue, and appreciate the support. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Is there anyone else in Las Vegas wishing to testify in support? Okay, seeing no one else, we will go to the telephone lines. AVH, could you please check the telephone lines for anyone wishing to testify in support?
If you would like to testify in support of Assembly Bill 248, please press *9 now to join the queue.
Good morning, Chair Marzola, Vice Chair Howdige, and members of the committee. My name is Sheila Bray from the University of Nevada, Reno. I am calling in strong support of AB 248. Nevada faces a severe shortage of licensed physical therapists that is only exacerbated by the state's rapidly growing population and rural geography. We have the third lowest number of physical therapists at only 41 per 100,000, lower than our other Western states. And we would need an additional 356 full-time equivalent PTs just to meet the national average. The University of Nevada School of Public Health is helping to address this shortage by establishing a Doctor of Physical Therapy, or DPT, program that will accept its first cohort of students as early as 2027. While this is something we are very much looking forward to, we know that more needs to be done. Joining the PT Licensure Compact will provide a variety of benefits as outlined in the letter that we submitted on that list by Dr. Darrell Lawson. Thank you to Assembly Member Marzola for bringing forward this legislation and to the committee for your consideration of this much needed resolution. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. AVH, next caller, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Jessica Garrett. That's Jessica
To address this shortage,
Garrett,
therapy, or DPT, program that will apologies. Support a student. I am here today as a speech-language pathologist who owns a multidisciplinary private practice. I'm here today to voice strong support for the Physical Therapy Interstate Compact. Passing this bill will increase access to care, particularly in underserved and rural areas, by allowing highly qualified physical therapists from compact member states to practice in Nevada without unnecessary licensing barriers. This will help reduce wait times for patients, improve continuity of care, and expand provider options for families in need. Additionally, this compact will strengthen Nevada's healthcare workforce by making our state more attractive to physical therapists looking for flexibility and mobility in their careers. This is especially critical as we continue to address therapist shortages across the state. The lack of an interstate compact forces therapists to navigate costly, time-consuming licensure processes for each state, reducing flexibility and slowing down the delivery of essential rehabilitation services. Removing these barriers is critical to improving patient access and supporting a more efficient healthcare system. As a private practice owner, I see firsthand the challenges of recruiting and retaining therapists. The compact will make it easier to hire and retain skilled professionals, benefiting both patients and healthcare providers. I urge this committee to support the Physical Therapy Interstate Compact to enhance access to care, support our providers, and ensure that Nevada remains competitive in attracting top healthcare professionals. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for your testimony. AVH, next caller, please.
Hello, Chair Marzola, members of the committee. Thank you for the opportunity to provide testimony today. My name is Madeline McKelgun, that's MCELGUNN, and I am with the Nevada Occupational Therapy Association, or NOTA. NOTA strongly supports Assembly Bill 248, which enacts the Physical Therapy Licensure Compact in Nevada. This legislation is vital for improving access to quality healthcare, enhancing interprofessional collaboration, and supporting the mobility of licensed physical therapists and physical therapist assistants across the state. NOTA strongly urges the passage of AB 248. This legislation aligns with our mission to promote access to high-quality healthcare services and support the professionals who deliver them. By enacting the Physical Therapy Licensure Compact, Nevada will take a proactive and necessary step forward toward improving healthcare outcomes for our residents and strengthening our healthcare workforce. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you for your testimony. AVH, next caller.
Good afternoon, Vice Chair Howdige and members of the committee. For the record, my name is Nick Schneider, Director of Government Affairs for the Vegas Chamber. We'd like to thank the bill sponsor, Chair Marzola, for bringing this bill forward. And for the sake of brevity, we'll go ahead and echo the comments made by my colleagues before me. We're very excited to see an increase in healthcare providers in Nevada. Thank you so much for your time and consideration.
Thank you for your testimony. AVH, next caller.
Good afternoon, Chair and members of the committee. For the record, my name is Deanna Yates, DeAnnayAtes. I've been credentialing therapist in Nevada with insurance companies for over 20 years. Because of this, I strongly support AB 248, which would allow Nevada to join the Physical Therapy Interstate Licensure Compact. By joining this compact, Nevada can streamline the credentialing process, allowing therapists to start treating patients sooner. We're currently dealing with a therapist shortage here in Nevada, like everyone has included. And AB 248 will also allow for out-of-state therapists to serve Nevadans via telehealth, expanding our provider pool and ensuring patients receive care without unnecessary delays. Timely physical therapy is essential for maintaining independence and quality of life. I respectfully ask for your support for AB 248 to improve access to these vital services. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you for your testimony. AVH, next caller, please.
Good afternoon, Vice Chair and members of the committee. My name is Mackenzie Rankin, MACKENZIERANKIN for the record. I serve as the Policy Director for the Associated Students of the University of Nevada, representing the undergraduate student body at UNR since 1898. On behalf of undergraduate students pursuing careers in physical therapy through our kinesiology program, we strongly support AB 248, which ratifies the Physical Therapy Licensure Compact.
With UNR's recently approved Doctor of Physical Therapy program, this bill directly benefits students who train in Nevada and those who gain experience elsewhere but want to return home to practice. Currently, physical therapists must obtain separate licenses for each state, even after earning a doctorate and passing the national licensure exam. AB 248 removes unnecessary barriers, allowing PTs licensed in compact states to practice in Nevada without additional state requirements. This compact is especially valuable for students who train in Nevada and want the flexibility to practice elsewhere. It also supports graduates who earn their DPT and licensure out of state, helping them return to Nevada more easily. Career development remains a top priority for students, according to ASUN's 2023 Issues and Priorities Needs Assessment. 41% of students identified it as a major concern, and AB 248 ensures physical therapy graduates have more mobility, job opportunities, and fewer barriers to practicing in Nevada. For these reasons, ASUN urges the committee to support AB 248 and recognize the positive impact on Nevada students and graduates. Thank you, and go PAC.
Thank you for your testimony. AVH, next caller, please.
Chair, there are no additional callers choosing to testify at this time.
Thank you. We will now move to opposition. Is there anyone in Carson City wishing to testify in opposition? Seeing none, we will move to Las Vegas. Is there anyone in Las Vegas wishing to testify in opposition? Okay, seeing none, I will move to the phone lines. AVH, could you check the telephone line for opposition, please?
If you would like to testify in opposition to Assembly Bill 248, please press star 9 to join the queue. Chair, there are no callers choosing to testify at this time.
Thank you. We will now move to neutral. Is there anyone in Carson City wishing to testify in the neutral position? Seeing none, is there anyone in Las Vegas wishing to testify in the neutral position? Seeing none, AVH, could you please check the telephone lines?
If you would like to testify in neutral for Assembly Bill 248, please press star 9 now to join the queue. Chair, there are no callers choosing to testify at this time.
Thank you. Seeing no closing comments, I will now close the hearing on Assembly Bill 248. And members, we will stand in a 1-minute recess.
We are now back to order. I will now open up for public comment. Please address your remarks to issues that fall within the jurisdiction of this committee. Public comment is limited to 2 minutes per person. Please remember to state and spell your name for the record. Is there anyone here in Carson City wishing to provide public comment? I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone in Las Vegas. Broadcast, is there anyone on the line?
If you would like to provide public comment, press star 9 now to join the queue. Chair, the public lines are open and working, but we don't have any callers choosing to provide public comment at this time.
Thank you. This will conclude our meeting for today. Our next meeting will be on Monday, March 17th at 1:30 p.m. This meeting's adjourned.